Cactus 1549, 700, climbing 5,000.
Cactus 15.9, departure to contact, climb, maintain 15,000.
Maintain 15,000, Cactus 1549.
Cactus 15.9, turn left lane 270.
This is Cactus 1539, hit birds, lost thrust on both engines, returning back towards LaGuardia.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading up 220.
220.
Tower, stop your departures, got emergency returning. So it's 1529. He bird strike, he lost the thrust in the engines, he's returning immediately.
Cactus 1529, which engines?
He lost thrust in both engines, he said.
Got it.
Cactus 1529. We can get it to you. Do you want to try to land runway 13?
We're unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
Alright, Cactus 15.9. It's going to be left traffic to runway 31.
Unable.
Okay, what do you need to land? Do you want to try to go to Teterboro?
Yes.
Teterboro, Empire. Actually, LaGuardia departure guy, emergency inbound.
Hey, got it.
Cactus 1529 over the George Washington Bridge. Wants to go to the airport right now.
Going to the airport. Check. Does he need assistance?
Yes. It was a bird strike. Can I get him in for runway 1?
Runway 1, that's good.
Cactus 1529, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
We're going to be in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus? Cactus 15.9, radar contact is lost. You also got Newark Airport up at 2 o'clock in about 7 miles. Eagle 5, 4718, turn left tank 210.
210, 4718. I think he said he was going in the Hudson.
Cactus 1529, you still on?
The unique location of the Middle East in a junction of 3 continents, Asia, Europe and Africa, makes it a global bottleneck for bird migration. One billion birds migrate over the region annually. Yossi Leshem of the Zoological Department, Tel Aviv University, Imad Atrash of the Palestine Wildlife Society, Beit Sahur, and Mansour Abu Rashed of the Amman Center for Peace and Development in Jordan, together with other colleagues, developed a multidisciplinary concept to get the 3 people from the 3 nations to join forces on resident and migrating bird studies under the title Migrating Birds Know No Boundaries. A migration stork project was commenced using satellite transmitters to follow 120 storks, as well as developing a network of ringing stations in the 3 countries, and to follow the migration with a network of ground observers. 3 websites were developed in which the students in about 500 schools followed the migration online. Part of the educational studies was to go out in the field to enjoy migration. And in many cases the students met each other and became friends. Israel's original monitoring of the bird migration had become essential as Israel aircraft suffered over 6,000 collisions with birds, sometimes with tragic consequences for the pilots. Based on Yossi Leshem's work with radars, drones, and a network of bird watchers, Israel planes have changed their flight paths to avoid migrating birds, and since 1984, the entire number of collisions causing damage has dropped 76%. Yossi Leshem's dream is of a real-time regional warning system that will connect countries in a kind of international relay. During autumn migration, Turkey would warn Jordan, and hopefully in the future Syria and Lebanon, which then would warn Israel of migrating flocks. Israel in turn would warn Egypt, and during spring migration the system would operate in reverse: Egypt to Israel, to Jordan, to Turkey. Israel's experience in monitoring the flocks of migrating birds takes account of the height of the bird flocks accurately, and which usually is not measured only by standard radar. Israel's experience in such monitoring was therefore sought by the United States in connection with the Hudson River bird strike incident, as the incident was unlikely to have occurred if the United States had been operating the monitoring system in use in Israel. Yossi Leshem's vision boils down to an air traffic control system in much the same way that weather forecasts work, and it would become an international network to predict bird movements. But that requires real-time information on a regional scale, and a network of Palestinian, Israeli and Jordanian bird watchers has been a good collaborative start.